Should be okay if your hubby or your boyfriend has a sex toy. Why don't people talk about their sexual fantasies? Guys, I'm super hungry. This could be strong. Let me know in the comment section, Fanta or Coke, which one do you prefer? If you're wondering, Deka, what's going on? Why? So I had this thing that grew on my face. I just woke up one morning. I felt a kind of sting, and then somehow I saw this on my face, and then it's annoying. But that's by the way. So today's video is it 18 plus or 21 plus kind of, and I feel like when you guys watch all these kind of videos from me, then you would understand why this is always what I've wanted to do. These are the kind of topics I've always wanted to talk about. But then I felt like when it's still diaryofanabujamom, I feel like a lot of people are like, mom, I would like to have a show of, like, you know how the real kind of show is 3 or 4 women or women, you know, we talk about stuff. If you're open to those kind of things and you have maybe a way we can do it, because I don't know how to go about this kind of things. But if you feel like I'm going to be a good fit for if you are planning to do something like that, please let me know and send me an email. I'm very open to being on a show of 3, 4 women talking about lifestyle stuff, you know, what is going on, you know, talking about stuff that we go through, even though I'm going to be talking about some of them on my channel. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is it okay to dismiss, like, when you're angry with your partner, your hobby? I think I'm talking to mostly women. When you're angry with your husband, how do you, when it comes, like, maybe he now wants to have sex, not when you want it, when he wants to have sex, how do you react? Are you the kind of person that dismisses your husband, or you're the kind of person that your quarrel is your quarrel, sex is sex, like you cannot even play with sex? People that will tell you, wait, sing, I go joke with that kind. I don't joke with sex at all. But are you that kind of person that would say no, as in you give him, when he does like this, you will give him hot, or the kind of person that if he does like this, you do, you know? I feel like a lot of people, you know, when I'm going to be very realistic, and I'm not a marriage counselor or a sex therapist or anything. I'm just going to talk from my own point of view and from what's my experience in life. I feel like a lot of people try these days to be politically correct, like they want to say what people want to hear, kind of. You say things like, no, it's not nice to deprive your hobby, it's not nice. Let's say the truth. You that is saying it's not nice, truthfully, in your heart, in your mind of mind, your hobby fuck up, made you upset. When he brings hand like this, you are angry. I'm not saying there are not people like that would agree, but I feel like there are so many people that would even be angry, like even just being tired, like going to work or just doing stuff at home, you know. Talk more of when he made you upset, because there's some people that will tell you that when they have issues with their spouses, that's when it turns them on, and you know, and sometimes, I won't lie, I'm in that kind of category small. But if in that kind of situation you come on to your spouse and your spouse says no, don't assume your spouse is doing stop it, I like it. Hold yourself. If you don't do on that time, you know, go die. You know, I feel like you respect your spouse's boundary. If your spouse says no, like, it's when your spouse will say no, you know that this person is serious, like your hobby or your boyfriend or whoever, your husband, your wife, you know this person is very serious. And when the person will say no, you know the person is doing stop it, I like it, continue, don't stop, you know, that kind of thing. When you mess up, try to amend the situation. Like, sex shouldn't be the next thing that comes to your mind. Oh, if I just have sex, it will die down. No, it's very wrong. Okay, after the sex, then what? You know. Then another thing is sex tapes in marriages. Personally, I feel like people should be allowed to do whatever they want to do, but then people should have sense while doing it. Let's be real. Some people actually enjoy doing those kinds of things, and I don't want to say I can't even take that away from anybody. I can't say, oh, don't do it at all. Oh, if you do it, no, I can't take that away from anybody. Whenever you're doing those kind of things, you have to be sure of the person. If you have any ounce of doubt in your mind about somebody, please don't do sex tape with the person. Whether it's your husband, and the person is your husband does not mean you trust them, because as I get older I realize that people just marry for different reasons. They don't marry because necessarily they love the person that they're married to, and it's okay. If it works for you, fine. I feel like when it comes to sex tape, if you don't say you don't get mind, no do one. If your mind is shake, no do one. If you don't trust the person where you deal with, no do one. Then if you're the kind of person that maybe you're a very careful person, then it's okay. But then if you're doing it, just know that anything can happen. One thing I don't like about having sex tapes is the fact that you have to not be overly cautious. Like, you can't just give people your phone, because guys, we know how people are. They're like, okay, Deka, see that picture now. Next thing you see somebody doing like this, film, like, you guys know. What about your kids? Imagine like my kids that sometimes do things with my phone. Imagine my kids, my daughter Jina that likes to swipe, putting and no send her to swipe. Imagine giving her my phone and she's scrolling and she's saying that kind of thing. I think it will be really, really traumatizing to her. Something I really want to ask women or married couples, I feel like it's more with married couples. I feel like especially when it comes to this our African settings, our Nigerian settings, why don't people talk about their sexual fantasies? Why don't people act on their Fanta? Jesus, I'm so shy. But this is real talk. Why don't people act on their sexual fantasies? Why is it a big deal to talk about it, you know, in general? I feel like a lot of people, especially with the older women, someone has told me before how somebody is too scared to tell her husband like what she really wants, for fear of her husband thinking maybe before he married her someone was doing it to her, or while they are as the marriage is on now, somebody was giving it to her, you know, back and back. This is my shirt, stay back, you know. But I feel like when you're in a relationship, there's some things you should talk about, some things you should be able to talk about with your spouse. That's why I always talk about marrying somebody that, like people would say, marry somebody that is your friend. You can actually discuss. These are important things. Having sexual fantasies does not mean that you are a promiscuous person. That's one thing. I think a lot of people have this very silly notion that people that, you know, that are freaky, that like sex, are promiscuous. It doesn't mean that they are promiscuous. It just means that they like sex. Simple. And then having fantasies that you want to do with your spouse, your husband, your wife is not bad. You should also be able to respect other people's, like if you're the kind of person that likes anal sex and your husband doesn't like it or your wife doesn't like it, let it go. Try to, maybe you guys should talk about it and work on how to let it go, or work on how to do it with each other. But try to respect that not everybody will have your sexual fantasies. And then again, for those that are not married yet, I feel like these are some of the things you discuss with your partner. Like, these are things that you should know about your partner, so that when people get married, it's not something that is going to be difficult to discuss, or something that becomes like a bad thing. Like you not see the person like you know, the person is learning it from somewhere else, or the person is doing it from somewhere else, you know. And even if there's some, because it's not everything you know in life. The more you get older, the more you want different things, the more you like different things. Like if you're the kind of person that wants to be choked, like tell your partner, choke me baby, choke me honey. Don't condemn anybody because of their sexual preferences. Don't condemn them. If you don't like it, you don't like it, but don't condemn it. Don't make the person feel stupid or silly, or stigmatize the person with like that's why you want to be doing it. No, it's wrong, because people actually like what they like. But I want to know, let me know in the comment section, are you like the kind of person that would choose? Because guys, real talk, I used to have friends that would tell you, I would like, this guy, he knows how to, you know, perform. Why this guy is a good guy, and he's not all, like when it comes to performance, he's not all that, but he's really nice, he's really a good man. But that other guy that can perform, he might not even be, it's not if he's bad, but he's not as good as that other guy, like in terms of the way he treats you as a lady and all. And then they are confused and all, and you know, and you can tell that the sex is the major, like sex is so important to them. If you like be a bad guy, they beat them, they bust their head, they don't care. so far you're performing well, so far you're doing your do well, they're fine with it. So let me know in the comment section, which girl are you? Are you a sex girl or a good man girl? So let's talk sex toys. There's so many people that are going to be judging me right now on this topic, and I really don't care, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's talk sex toys. Are you guys pro sex toys in marriage or in relationships in general, or you're just like, if you use sex toys in marriage, it's going to affect your sex, in your marriage, it's going to affect it? Let me know in the comment section what you think is on that. Personally, I feel I've never used it before. My opinion on this may be false, but I feel like it will not affect. Why I haven't used it before is because it's something, like I always say, something you discuss with your spouse. It's something that I would have loved to use or to have, but it's something I discussed with my spouse. Finally we agreed that it's something that we shouldn't do, because like I said, it may affect your sex life in your relationship. But I feel like, let me know in the comment section, those that have tried it, is it something that does it really affect your marriage? Does it affect your relationship? Does it make you feel like, okay, you're already getting it, so you don't need your hobby anymore? And then again, something just came up in my head. Now, you know, when you talk about sex toys, it's always like we're talking about the vibrators, the dildos and all those things. Would you be okay if your spouse, if your hobby or your boyfriend has a sex toy, like has, I don't know what they call the ones for women, has something that he would use, like it's like for a woman? Would you be okay with it? And then would you also be okay when you guys are doing this? Because women, we do this where sometimes the man even uses the sex toy on the woman. Would you be okay for your husband to be using a sex toy in front of you? Would you be okay with that? Let me know if it works for you. I feel like it's something that's okay in marriages, it's okay in relationship, it's something you guys have discussed, and you know the pros are higher, like way higher than the cons for you and your need. It's fine, it's fine. So let me know in the comment section if you use a sex toy, if it's something you're considering, what's your take on it in general. I hope you guys actually enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, don't forget to share, don't forget to leave your comments, and if you want me to talk about topics like this, let me know in the comment section. If you're following me on Instagram or here even on YouTube, you guys know I'm doing sales right now on my tummy wrap and on my pure black soap. So I've had like almost 95% good reviews, like almost 98% good reviews of my pure black soap. This pure black soap has been a lifesaver. It's not magic, it's not made to be a magic, but it clears blemishes, it helps, it reduces appearance of acne, pimples, it helps with skin problems, you know, all those ringworm, eczema, all those bobo, you know, it helps, and it can be used by kids and, you know, adults. If you have a hobby, this pure black soap is not drying at all, instead it's moisturizing. So if you have a husband that, you guys, some of our husbands, they fuck up sometimes. If you have a husband that doesn't like to use cream, because a lot of women say my husband doesn't rub cream, then this is the best soap for you, because this not only keeps him clean, this helps to also moisturize his body. After using this black soap, you'll notice that after a while you start feeling like moisturized, like, you know, your skin starts glowing. So yeah, so this goes for 2,500 naira only. And this goes for, so from, if you're size 45 and below, this goes for 5,500 naira, and if you are 46 and above, it goes for 6,500 naira only. Sales starts on the 28th of October to the 31st, and this is going to be the last sales of the year, guys. Christmas is coming and I want to sell my product at the normal price because I need money for Christmas. So if you know you don't want to pay the normal price, please, this is the best time. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell anybody. Brides, this is the best thing that can happen to you as a bride. It doesn't show like you're going to look snatched. How to measure, I have videos on my page, Deka Lifestyle. So I love you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my DMs.